If you have blood pressure problems, you're going to be pretty happy you watched this video. I'm going to talk about why people have hypertension, the number one mineral deficiency behind this whole thing. There's a lot of research in the relationship between a potassium deficiency. Personally, I think a potassium deficiency is behind a good majority of this essential hypertension. Why do I say that? Well, most people are deficient in potassium. Why are they deficient? Because it's a bit hard to get potassium since the requirements are so high. Out of all the nutrients, potassium is the largest amount of nutrient that we need. We need 4,700 milligrams.
First of all, potassium is not the most abundant nutrient our body requires. Our body requires more of the macronutrients, which are proteins, carbs, and fats. Potassium is a micronutrient, so we require small amount. This is the recommended daily amount of potassium needed according to your age. Potassium deficiency is very low in the U.S. because potassium is found abundantly in almost all foods eaten here. So these influencers intentionally create the fear of deficiencies in other to sell you supplements.
What does potassium actually do to your blood vessels in your heart? It directly controls the tone of the vascular system, which is the neurotransmitter for the
Potassium is not a neurotransmitter. It influx and efflux in the cells relaxes the blood vessels.
High blood pressure situation, because when you're running up a hill, you have adrenaline that kicks in to raise the blood pressure. Well, potassium lowers adrenaline.
Potassium does not lower adrenaline. Adrenaline rather has an effect on potassium.
It from salads, but you'd have to consume at least 7 to 10 cups to make a dent into this potassium requirement. And the average person only consumes like a cup and a half. So I have a challenge for you. I would recommend that you start to beef up your potassium consumption through salad. Just try it for 1 week and see what happens to your blood pressure.
Potassium is abundant in a lot of food. You only become deficient when you have a kidney disease. Most fruits, vegetables, meat, and nuts are rich in potassium. You don't need any supplement unless it is an emergency.